boss get money like me. Hell night can't kinda hunt like me. Shut the fuck out, can't dress like me. Catch a bad hoe, you can't fall like me. Yeah, they say life gamble. Shit, guess he can't roll the dice like me. Yeah, these niggas down by fame. Shit, I'm down by money. Yeah.
Chat. I already know what time it is.
How many years were you offered originally before you gave up those 6 people?
No, I was looking at life without parole. But the feds came and said they'll make a deal. You give us...
What was the deal?
You give us these 6 people that you got on your hit list, and we'll get you 15 years, 18. I said, nah, that's too much. I'll be dead by then. So then they came back. Okay, how about 15 years? Nah, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I'm going to give you these people, especially Terrence Boogaloo Brown. Y'all want him. So they said.
So these 6 people. Wait, these 6 people were people you were planning to kill.
Yeah.
You see how he just like that's a mindset. He got that mindset like, yeah, like I was gonna kill him. Cold-blooded killer, man.
They didn't know that, but that's why I said I give you these 6, because when they come in, we gonna butcher them. The game is still on, just a different background. There's no guns other than the gun I had in prison. That was a 357. I had buried in the back 40.
How?
Whoa. I see Shay Cheese finna say what I'm finna say. How did OG get a gun in jail? A gun in jail? You know this back in the day. This is back. Like this back then. Like it's back then.
How'd you get that in prison?
The guards, Brown, man, you could buy anything or anyone. And they was all on my payroll. Most of them was tuned up, piped up. I mean, the guards was basically alcoholic, junkies, and so forth. You just had to find their weak spot. And I found their weak spot. So I said, hey, why don't you go get that 357? He said, what'd you say? I said, look at this. $2,000 just sitting there. Cash money. All you had to do is pick up that package and bring it to me. He's talking about, but you just told me it's 357. I said, yeah, but I just only told you that so you know. Don't come in here like like Mr. Dum Dum. Put it in some when you bring it in so you don't get busted. Because I know that y'all had to go through that search too when y'all come in if you look like you might have something. But he got it into me, and I buried it in the back 40. So I never, was going to use it like I told him. I ain't going to never use it unless the shit really hit the fan where I got to go to it. If I got to go to it, that means I'm finna die. I know y'all going to shoot me. Especially the men up on the guard tower. Oh man, they love shooting people in the legs, but they can't wait to shoot somebody in the chest or the head.
And you had 70,000 stashed in prison?
OG had them, so OG Wolverine, he had them racks. He a killer. And he a snitch. That boy ace of all trades. What they call that? Jack of all trades? That boy he dabbled in a little bit of everything. All the wrong business.
Where you get 70,000 from?
Was it 7,000 or 70,000?
I didn't mention nothing about no 70,000 or 7,000.
I don't know. I seen an interview where you had money in your jacket. Something in your money in your jacket.
No, I had 100 and I forgot how much I had sold up in there, but that was for me selling drugs, for me selling homemade liquor, food, 'cause anything that a person want, I would go get it. That's why they called me the man what you need. What you need, I get it. If I can't get it, I damn sure try to.
Now you had that in prison or
No,
in
in
the free
prison,
world?
I had to
Okay.
sort it to my coat. I rolled them up real tight. They was hundreds. I always told people, have your people bring you 100, and I give you 200 in tokens. So they getting double the money. But I need the cash because I got too many tokens. I can't keep stacking tokens everywhere. I mean, I could fill up seven lockers full of tokens. So that's why I would say, bring me $100 cash, and I give you $200 tokens. People are like, yeah, that's oh hell, hecky, yeah. They bring it in, I roll it up and stitch it in. Every like couple hours, I was rolling it up, stitching in because everybody was having their loved one bring their money up, and they bring it to me. Some guys be coming to me with dollar bills and 5s and 10s. I be like, what do I supposed to do with that, man? He said, man, it's money. Yeah, but it's chump. I told y'all, 50s and 100s. You bring me money like this, you don't get nothing but what it is. You bring me $1, here go $1. You bring me a 10, here go 10. You bring me 50s and 100s and I double it. That's when guys really were telling the people, hey, bring me up 100, bring me up 200, bring me up, hey, whatever you bring to me, I'm gonna double it. You bring $1 million, you get 2 million in tokens. I gotta get rid of these tokens. But the guard would come to my cell every now and then, and why you ain't going to the yard? I said, I don't feel like going to the yard. Ain't nothing out there. I go out there when time come. Only time I went to the yard was to collect my money from the table, okay, card table, dice table. I mean, in Jackson, we lived it like, hey, a big casino out there on the back 40. We had liquor going on, hot food going on, hot dogs, hamburger, twisties, you name it, we sold it. The guards didn't mess with us because as long as we ain't trying to escape, the guard didn't care. And most of the time, the guards were so crooked, they'd just come over there to the card table and tell me, let me shoot him. Hit me. I'll stay, hit me. I be like, the guards playing more games than we are when it come to guys because they know they get it and they get cash money for those tokens and they bring the tokens to one of my boys. They make sure that they find cash around the yard. Cause the guard be talking about, so if I gave you $300 in tokens, you gonna give me what? I said, if you give me tokens, I'm gonna give you $300. But I heard that you was giving, I said, that if you bring me cash, I give you 200 in tokens. But you bringing me tokens that you went and stole from these fools, that you found these fools got too many tokens. They ain't supposed to have it. That's why they was always coming to my cell trying to shake it down. But I never kept that money in my cell. I kept, every person that worked for me they kept so much tokens on them. Cash, you bring me the cash. Cause I rolled it up and sewed it in my coat. Nobody knew what I was doing, but every time they told me, okay, step out, I always had my coat on 24/7, like, and I step out and they pat me down. They probably nothing. They said, okay. Then they go in there and toss my cell, and then they look at each other. We know he got it somewhere. Somebody probably holding it. Ooh.
Chat, I know this don't got shit to do with shit, but I was hooping for it and I fucking jammed my finger and I just touched my shit. That shit just hurt like fuck. My mama. I can't even count with y'all, boy. That shit just hurt so damn bad, boy. My shit throbbing right now. Fuck. I'm off topic. God damn.
Somebody probably holding it for him. So the day I got ready to get out, I'm downstairs at the front desk and my boy just pulled up in my candy red limousine. And I'm sitting there and the guard said, okay, you free to go, you'll ride up. I said, yeah. He said, man, how do you get a limousine to pick you up? I said, oh, that's my car. He's like, man. They said, you know, can I look in there? I said, go ahead. The girls opened the door and they brought me my clothes out. I take my clothes to the bathroom and I put some on. I still got that jacket though. So I'm going out the door and the man said, what you been do? Take the jacket home with you? I said, oh, no. I just want to know one thing. Am I free? I'm not being detained or anything? He said, no, you free. You go do what you want to do. I said, okay. I told my boy, here, hold the collar and the arms. And I just ripped the thing right on off. He said, why are you tearing up that jacket? I turned it around. Money. 75. Oh, yeah. Okay, 75 it was in that coat. I looked at them, they were like, we knew we should have tore that coat apart. I said, yeah. What you gonna tear it apart for? That's a government coat. Y'all pat it down, but you just didn't know what y'all was feeling.
Yeah, these niggas down my whole shit. They ain't gon' bury me. I put too many grams in my leaf. Kept me a shot, yeah, I better take keep. I don't trust no hoe, I don't trust my mom. Shit, cause she ain't gon' turn on me. Oh no.